Good morning, chat. Let's get right into it. We only have 2 minutes until market open. The market, the Nasdaq future indices is gapped down 300 points from yesterday's close. Yesterday's close at 24,922. We are still gapped up. This gap is not filled yet. We have a gap open to low 24,447. We will be looking out for that. Bitcoin is currently down 3.8%. Ethereum's down 6.8%. Solana's down 7%. Metals came down a bit. Silver is still at $50.60 an ounce. Gold is at $4,127 an ounce. We do have some news before we get into today. Walmart, OpenAI partnered on allowing shoppers to use ChatGPT, purchasing stuff easier, more convenient. French Prime Minister plans targeted tax increases for some big companies. The White House Budget Office will ride out the shutdown. Will continue layoffs, which is good for the Fed, potentially cutting the rate. Also, French Prime Minister to propose suspending French pension. We have 1 minute until market is open. We had a bunch of earnings: J&J, JP Morgan, etc. Fed Bauman speaking. Today's docket 9:30. As soon as market opens, Goldman Sachs earnings call. 10 a.m. Wells Fargo earning call. 10:15 IMF Global Financial Stability Report. Citi earning call. A lot of earnings call. 11:30 a.m. U.S. 6-month, 3-month bill. Then Federal Jerome Powell. Good afternoon at 12:20 p.m. Market is open. Let's get into it. ES starting below the VWAP but above the 200 SMA. NQ 30 minutes starting below the VWAP as well. 24,723. Let me move this. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we're wicked down to start. Let's see. Bitcoin coming down. Nvidia starting 2.3% down. Palantir starting 0.5% down. Tesla starting 2.7% down. Good morning, Marshall. Good morning. Boom, boom, boom. Tesla down 2.7%. Palantir down 0.5%. MicroStrategy down 4%. Apple down 0.7%. Amazon down 2.5%. Adobe down 1.1%. Meta down 1.5%. Microsoft down 1%. Google down 1%. Alibaba down 4%. AMD is up 1.1%. Rest of the market's pretty red. Volatility index is coming up. Let's find out. ES is still holding on to the 200 SMA. Got that gap. ES is trying to come below the 200 SMA. It might just flush down, close the gap, then go. 30-minute wants to climb. 50-minute wants to go. 5-minute wants to go. Think we get a pump. Silver hit 53.8, I believe, yesterday, around 3 a.m. Crazy. ES is still below the VWAP, volume weighted average price. NQ trying to hold on to the 21 exponential moving average on like a 5-minute chart. Not quite. Video coming down. All right. Very volatile right now. Be very careful. Nvidia coming down hard. The stock percentages are moving like crazy. Be very careful. ATR starting at 20. VIX volatility index is at 21.74, up 14.3% for the day. Let's see. Pre-market low at 24,502. Pivot point to the downside, 24,571. Pivot point to the upside, 24,662. ES is above the 200 SMA. Bitcoin is coming up. Nvidia now down 3.3%. Palantir down 1.5%. Tesla down 3%. MicroStrategy down 3.5%. Apple's coming up a bit. Google's coming up a bit. Still down. French Prime Minister LIQUIDITY is still speaking. We'll see. We'll see. What's up, Taro? What's up, Norman? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Remember the gap from yesterday? New week opening gap. It touched it in pre-market. Yeah, but I didn't fill it. So it's a target. We'll see. The ES is below the VWAP to our estimate 100 right now. Bitcoin coming lower. Nvidia now down 3.6%. This might just liquidate straight to fill the gap. Have to do a 120 point liquidation. Not really that drastic in this environment. It's gunning for it. If they do liquidate, fill this gap pretty quick early on, it's only 5 minutes in the market. They could do a pretty nice V-shaped recovery. Maybe getting up to the 100 MA at 24,848. Possibly. Possibly. That might take a couple days to be fair. I seriously doubt we'll fill the gap to the upside. We need pretty crazy news for that. We're down 420 points. ES wicking down hard. We are liquidating. They're going for the gap. $100 points away from the downside. There are support points it has to get through. We'll see if it has it in one shot. Stay patient. 10 minutes still. 15-minute gap is filled. 15-minute opening range. Global equities retreated after China upped the ante in its trade standoff with the U.S., stirring fresh concerns over tensions between Beijing and Washington at a time when stocks looked stretched after a relentless rally. Goldman Sachs earnings call should be going on now. Alright, battle flush pre-market low. No, Toro. I have not cashed out of silver yet, but it does look like it wants to come down. So be it. Target was 52 for silver. Yesterday at around 1 a.m. it hit a peak of $53.60. And now it's back down to 50.5. $50.50. Alright, flush pre-market low. It's only 50 points away from the gap. Just fill it. ES trying to bounce. Bitcoin now down 4.5%. Nvidia is down 4.25%. I'm not looking to join the short. I'm also not looking to long right here. Time for joining the short is long over. For me. Pro said if it goes to 24,551 again, I go in short. Stop reaction. They flushed that pre-market low. They could pop here. I really don't want to take a trade until they fill this gap. Let's move the VWAP. Thank you, 30-minute VWAP is now 24,684. It's acting like it wants to create a double bottom of sorts at the low. Okay, when they fill this gap, they can still continue to liquidate. They may want to create a double bottom around 24,153. We also have pretty good support at 24,600, 24,065. Pretty good support there. Gotta think we'll have a pretty significant pump up sometime today. Maybe a half down day, then a pretty substantial rip up, at least to cool it off a little bit. I mean, we're down 500 points. We have bad China news, obviously. Yeah. Greed and FOMO are at a high right now. People are very greedy. People have fear of missing out, so the rally is going to be even more volatile. The VIX is coming up as it's going down. Also, Solana and XRP got added to the CME futures options. That's pretty bullish for crypto, but it's kind of a buy a rumor, sell a news type of thing. So crypto's down a little bit. Solana's down 7.6%. XRP is down the same. Just some people taking profit. Silver's coming up a little bit. Nvidia straight back down. They're going for the gap. Almost complete. Okay, gap's almost filled. And gap's filled. Very nice. Now, how far do they want to liquidate those? All right, how far do they want to go down? Fifteen minute opening range is about to close in 1 minute. Gap is filled on the ES as well. That is good. A little congruency. I'd be very surprised if they bounce it here. Alright, we're almost at that pivot point. Calls are coming in. ES is acting like it wants to bounce. Could be. Could be. Bitcoin's coming up. Nvidia trying to come up. Alright, they're climbing. 15-minute opening range is closed. That's the bottom of the 15-minute orb. I would like them to come down, test that, and bounce off it. Bitcoin's fighting pretty hard, and that matters because the ES and Bitcoin mirror each other a lot. Pretty good portion of the time. Nvidia is trying to go. Palantir is now down 2.9%. Ay, ay, ay. Silver. Silver's almost at 51 again. If it fills the gap, there is still a major imbalance at 24,188. True, very true. I was looking at the wrong gap. That's the 30-minute gap. Good shouts, Turo. Good shouts. The gap is until 24,193. Got a ways to go. I don't know if it can do it today. We're down 500 points from the top. Let's see. Thing can rip your head off. Be very careful. It can easily V-shape recover, even with that gap. The gap does not have to be filled today. Yeah, it ain't stuck at the pre-market low. What's up, Lon? What are you trading? Thank you. NASDAQ future indices. IMF chief economist says China still has a lot of non-performing loans in the property sector. China's domestic demand has been weak for some time now due to property bust. A sharp reduction in the U.S. labor force due to immigration policies is a negative supply shock, just like tariffs. Next news on docket, 10 a.m. Wells Fargo earning call, 10:15 IMF Global Financial Stability Report, 10:15 as well IMF GFS press conference, Citi earnings call at 11 a.m. and then 11:30 U.S. 6-month, 3-month bill, and then Jerome Powell speaking at 12:20. We'll see how long volatility sticks in. Stays in the market. We'll see how long volatility stays. Bitcoin coming up. Nvidia propping up. Really struggling to get over that pre-market low. We do have that pivot point, 24,571. ES wants to go to the 200 SMA, 200-day simple moving average, the 100 MA. Not loving anything. Tapping the pivot point. ES is tapping the 200 SMA, 100 MA. Let's see if they go to the VWAPs. Tapping the 20 MA on the NQ 5-minute chart. BlackRock CEO Fink is speaking AI, not a bubble, but there will be failures. If we do grow our economy by 3% a year over the next 10 years, our deficits are going to overwhelm this economy. Little fear mongering. A little bit. Man, Deuce. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, we're waking up. What's up, Miguel? Hope all is good. No trade so far. What are you thinking today? Going back up or you started a trade? No, not yet. Not for fun. Not yet. We still have a gap, 400 points down from 24,188 to 92. We are gap down 400 points from yesterday's close at 24,922. Nvidia is slowly coming up. Bitcoin is slowly coming up. ES is starting to get above the 200 SMA, 100 MA. About to tap the VWAP. Nasdaq's about to get over the pivot point, tap the VWAP. See if we get over the 20 MA on the 5 minute. Let's see. It did reclaim that up range. Started a little uptrend. And we're in it until it breaks out. I mean, I would guess it's gonna fill that gap. Maybe not today. Possibly in the next couple days. Bitcoin trying to come down. Nvidia starting to come down. Maybe one more leg up. And we have a brief little down. As if it stays in this uptrend. And so far, just a wick through this trend line. Right back up. We'll see. What's up, Todd? Stopping in to wish you all a boom scout success. Taking a break from trading myself to reset my strategy and mind. Congrats on 8K, Chris. Appreciate it, Todd. Thank you. Crazy. Pretty good. Appreciate it, Todd. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes you need to reset and take a break. You need to take that third person 300-mile view from the outside in. It is necessary. We're starting a round over. Oh man, silver. Silver's back up to $51.40. Man, them short positions are hurting. This thing could really get out of control. I mean, they really tried to keep it down October 9th, October 10th. Now they're beginning again October 13th. But it was such a slow run up. I mean, it's been progressively going. And they've been adding to the shorts already like crazy. I mean, they're already in serious trouble. They're adding up. If silver breaks 62, I mean, this thing could squeeze at least to 72, but I think even higher. I mean, I have a calculation that I did on other squeezes. They went up to like, first one went up like 6.8 multiplier to where the price started from. The second one, no, it was like 8 point something. The first short squeeze on silver. Then the second one went up like 6 point something. And conservative estimate for this one is $85 an ounce. I don't know. Problem is, silver is so heavily manipulated. I don't know if it has it. Truly, I don't know if it has it. But I haven't sold yet. I did have a target for 52. Could be dead on. We'll see. Starting to get a bigger picture of the supply. The demand has outweighed the supply for 5 years in a row. Silver's been heavily manipulated and shorted. Now the shorts are starting to get underwater, adding, covering positions, paying immense fees. I mean, they're in trouble, but will the manipulation weigh it down and keep it contained? It has in the past. Only time it got away is in like 1980s on that short squeeze. Went from literally $2 an ounce to like 58. Or 42, I can't remember. We'll see if it's one of those. We're getting there. We're getting close to the apex though. Retail is starting to find out about it. It's not mass adopted by retail just yet. That's why I think we still have a little more room to go. But the 1 day fell below the MA inside of the RSI, Relative Strength Index. The month, the 3 month, and the 6 month still have room to go. But we'll see. ES above the VWAP, 200 SMA, 100 MA. NQ about to tap that trend line. Probably wick through it to go to the VWAP. Also coincides with that pivot point. Nvidia now only down 3.5%. Palantir down 1.8%. Pretty slow day. I haven't liked anything. I would have longed down there if it went to that pivot point or close to it. Really didn't get there. We're now gap down 322 points from Friday's close. From yesterday's close, I keep saying Friday. From Monday's close yesterday, 24,922. Stub not. Yo, bro, this is the first day I see you, and can you explain what, the 2.5 mil is just an amalgamation of the account balances. Trading multiple accounts. OpenAI discussing opportunities with the Argentine government to drive AI adoption across Argentina. OpenAI and Sur Energy signed LOI. I forget what that means. I used to know. To explore a large-scale data center project in Artenia. I forget what all LOI is. Letter of intent, I believe. Yeah, it's a letter of intent. Alright, we'll see. I don't like how volatility is coming down. That's kind of giving headway for the downside. The VIX spikes up as this is coming down. The VIX comes down as it's coming up. Meaning volatility is for the downside. Favors it, at least currently. If it comes down, I want it to go up one more leg. I would like one more leg before it comes down. If it does, okay, you had some people longing but also shorting. The shorts are liquidated by now. You have some people shorting here. They're close to being liquidated and will be liquidated once it swipes its pivot point. You have people longing here, so they may wick it down first, then go. Yeah, wicking this this point right here makes sense. Also here, but are they going to go up another 150 points? We'll see. ES starting to climb. Thank you, trying to go. It's not doing any price action I like today. I almost shorted this morning, but I almost shorted at 6 p.m. last night as well. Let them go, let them go. It's easy to say that now. Market could have easily wicked up to that trend line. That liquidity sweep was nice. Bitcoin still going up. I think we get that VWAP. Think so. Nvidia is starting to come down. Bitcoin coming up. Kind of tapping the top 15-minute orb. And swat down from that. Top 15-minute orb, bottom 15-minute orb. Google and the World Bank announced partnership for emerging markets digital infrastructure. ECB Langard says economy has been relatively resilient to tariffs. What's up, Braden? I have a different prop. I have a couple different prop firms, Braden, but the main one is TPT. Let's wait through the pivot point and then see if it wants to prop down or it's just gonna grind up all day. It's kind of what I saw, but not really good action right now. I don't like how the structure is. I don't like where it's at. I don't like what it's doing. So I'm using the SOH strategy, sit on hands. Or the NOM strategy, no missed opportunities. On to the next, on to the next. There it is. Okay, liquidity sweep that pivot point. We broke through the top 50-minute orb. Palantir about to flip green. Yes, it's trying to come down, still by the VWAP 200 man. I'm also looking at the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. And it looks very dumb to short this. That's fine, Gapper. The stream's a, I really don't have the energy to stream today. I can feel it. I also don't like where we're at, what this is doing. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's easy for me to say this now. At 6 p.m. yesterday, I almost had limits at the 100 MA on the NQ 30 minute, and that would have been a pretty good short. And then also today, before even opening and starting the stream, I figured we would liquidate to that gap, and it would be a fast liquidation. At first, I thought it was going to pump up, try and swipe these highs from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at this pivot point, also tap the VWAP, then come down. But we've done that so many times of late, so they were going to want to switch it up, and I figured we would instantly liquidate. Didn't execute on all of it, didn't catch it, and I kind of overed it. Haven't even taken a trade. Shorted 6,712 last night. Little late, but oh, actually no, you're dead on. Yeah, that's pretty much the top. Good stuff. Pretty much 100 MA on the NQ 30 minute. Yep, you saw the same thing I did, Gap. You actually executed on it though. Silver's almost at 52 again. Man, Silver's killing it. If we can short squeeze the 62, we are in really good shape. Even the high 50s, 56, 58, they are going to be hurting and paying pretty substantial. Lateral. This is probably just gonna go up till, I mean, it could switch now 10:30, but probably 11:30, 12:30. Probably go up all the way to the 100 MA. Probably at something like 24,815, 100 points up. I'll be looking to short. I'll have it off my screen, but pretty lackluster stream. Also, my brain's very slow right now. Haven't taken any trades today. It's kind of whatever. There are no missed opportunities on the next. Jerome Powell is coming on at 12:20 p.m. There are fears of that. Greed and FOMO are very high, so make sure you guys know that. Also, the China trade war, Trump 100% tariff looming, all supposed to come into effect November 1st. We'll see if we get an agreement, a tariff pause like we have in the past, 90-day extensions, etc., etc. Governmental shutdown, layoffs, and uncertainty. A good amount of layoffs and uncertainty. The layoffs are good because the Fed is more probable to cut rates, which means the great gap up and bullish momentum continues. Silver and gold short squeeze, that's still coming into effect. I did some analysis on the historic stuff, like I said earlier, and conservatively, this should really go. Just how I mapped out the squeezes of 1980 and then 2011. This should really go to like 85, but it may just be shy. I keep seeing 72. I don't know what it is. My intuition's been pretty on. I just haven't executed on it. So maybe I'm correct, maybe I'm not. We'll see. I'm kind of seeing December, maybe February. Bitcoin also at 150K. Close to it in December, February. We'll see. We'll see. Solana and XRP added to CME options futures. Very big for mass crypto adoption. Boom. I won't say that. And then obviously the peace agreement in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas. If you guys did not know the European market synopsis, European stocks declined today, hitting near 2-week lows when U.S. China trade tensions resurfaced and Michelin slumped sharply on tariff concerns. Major indices like Stoxx 600 and DAX fell modestly, reflecting broader investor caution and global uncertainties. Asian shares traded mixed on Tuesday with some pairing prior tariff-induced losses, while Hong Kong and Shanghai excluded declines amid lingering U.S.-China frictions. Safe haven assets like gold surged to record highs, highlighted uneven regional sentiment. Crypto Fear Green Index says at 38 out of 100 fear. Fear Green Index for the stock market 33 out of 100 fear. Okay. If you guys are still going to be trading, I'm not going to be here. So at 11:30 a.m. US 6-month bill, 3-month bill, be on the lookout for that. Main thing is 12:20. This guy right here. Good afternoon. This guy right here. 12:20 p.m. Fed Powell speaking. 1 p.m. BOE Gov Bailey speaking. Then 3 p.m. 3:25 and 3:30 p.m. Fed Waller and Fed Collins speaking. Tomorrow, a bunch of earnings calls, bunch of Fed speaking. At 8:30 a.m. we do have New York Fed manufacturing, so that might help in the beginning. Also, US MBA mortgage applications. We'll see how the housing market's going, what the rate is. US MBA 30-year mortgage rate, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see what the news with Trump is, etc., etc. He is active. 8 hours. He's complaining about Time Magazine, the picture they took. He's thanking Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, for saying President Trump did a miracle. We're so proud and grateful. Speaking in regards to the Hamas Israel ceasefire. A bunch of that. Hit my TP while asleep. Yeah, pretty much. Set my stop loss to TP and went to bed. Let the computer do the work. But could have gotten a bigger paycheck. Oh well. Long 660 this morning and nabbed it. I'm betting government reopens by end of week. I don't think so. I'd be very surprised. Trump doesn't want anything to shadow his Middle East win. It's not really overshadowing it too much. You gotta remember, they want to cut the Democrat programs and they want to do mass layoffs. How do they do that permanently? How can they do that without going through certain regulations, let's say, per se? They need the government shut down. So I doubt it. You're gonna need a much higher VIX. VIX average over time is around 18. Much higher VIX for what gap? I forget what I said. You probably talking about in regards to silver. Probably talking about silver hitting 72. Problem is, we're already showing signs of short squeezing. And once institutions, especially the smaller ones, get over leveraged, some of them have already covered. You can see that by the volatility at October 9th, October 10th, and then just now at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And then you can see them adding in, institutions adding in at 53, trying to keep it down. I mean, they're going to be in very hot water at 58, 62. I mean, they're already in pain. Now, the bigger institutions, they're just averaging in, adding, and they're playing the long game. But the smaller ones are going to get fearful. You also have people selling, profit taking. You have a lot of people waiting for much higher numbers. Silver hitting 100, 120. I don't think that's feasible. It could. We start a war with Russia. Could very easily happen. This tariff stuff sticks with China. Could. Boom. Pretty boring day. Not what I expected. I mean, the volatility is here, the movement's here. I mean, this is a 220 point down to now 300 point up. Not really the volatility I like, though. Let's go, energy. Nah, it's over. Well, I'm not joining this long, and the only short opportunity is when this goes up about 100 points. And even that's not that great. Real short opportunity is when it goes up, and it'll probably be in like an hour or two. Probably at around 12:30. Any position? Nope. Google's up 0.5%, Palantir's up 1.2%, Alibaba down 2.3%, Nvidia down 3.2%. I think days like this, chat, I just need a trade-off stream. I have no energy to talk to chat. I have no energy in general. I mean, I'll still be trading, but my brain's pretty slow right now, just today. Days like today, I kinda need a not stream. Difficult because I want to show up every day. I want to be disciplined, and also you guys are expecting me every day at 9:30. Kind of a goal I've set, expectation I've set. But on days like today, I mean, it's kind of just staying here in silence. Not really that entertaining. You match that with no trades. Netflix flipping green. Costco's up 1.5%. AMD is up 2.5%. QCOM flipping green, up 0.6%. Voyager Technologies up 5%. U.S. House Speaker Johnson, the Trump admin, has the right to move funds to pay troops. US NFIB Business Optimism Index did come in negative, expect to be 106, came in at 98.8. Reebok earning beat previous by 0.1%. Breaking outside the trend line, rejected from that pivot point, 24,736. Institutional is buying while retail sells. Yep, I think metal's about to go higher. Gold is popping like it wants to go. Silver will probably reach 54 today. Maybe overnight. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wow. Had 30 good minutes in the market, and then look at those. Man. This is not bad. Chop, 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 chop. Slow grind up. You're a range trader, you love today. You're a volatility trader, you had 30 minutes in the beginning of the market. I mean, it's still bullish. That's why I think it's going to prop to the 100 MA. But I like the point above that a little more. Maybe a little wick through. Go to like 24,856. About to tap the VWAP. This is reminding me, even though it broke the trend line here, it looks like it wants to liquidate. It looks like the ES wants to go down to the VWAP 100 Mason or SMA. Palantir is coming down slightly, still up 0.6%. Bitcoin's come down slightly, now down 3.2%. This kind of reminds me of days where it just consolidates, maybe a little down, and then it just continues to go up. But yeah, my brain's not working today, chat. It's not working. Sat here for an hour and a half. Tried. Thankfully, no trades. Intuition was right in the beginning before I even started. Figured they would liquidate. They liquidated to the gap. Then they bounced. Just didn't execute on any of it. Didn't execute on my thoughts at 6 p.m. And some days it happens. Rather go out today, not taking a trade at all, than taking unnecessary risks, especially when my brain is very slow right now. Very slow, and I can feel it. But there are no missed opportunities, only next. Move on. A day like this reminds me, again, it consolidates, maybe a little down, and then goes up. I'm kind of liking the 100 MA, even more so the area above that, around 24,854. We are gapped down still around 300 points, 270 from yesterday's close at 24,922. It did reclaim that trend line down there at around 24,527. Show you guys. Boom. It did reclaim this trend line. So we are in a little uptrend. Little one. We'll see. I may take some trades off stream, especially if the NASDAQ can get up to this trend line. Probably wick through it a little bit. I doubt it will get to the actual gap. Might get a point away and then come back down. Remember, we're still gapped here. Let me go here. Where is it at? Right here. We still have this gap. It filled this, but we are still gapped. All the way down here. 190. 24,190. There's still a gap till the NASDAQ comes down to 24,190. Probably won't happen today unless some crazy news happens, especially with the bounce from the 24,420s. That's a funny number. 420. That's perfectly at 420. 24,420. Alrighty. Palantir taking up. I think that will work. They probably just consolidate a little bit, maybe wick through this VWAP a little bit, then continue legging up. They might get halted at the bottom here. I doubt it. This is a pretty strong pivot point. They'll probably be just magnet into it. Probably around 12:30 to. I could see a world where they liquidate it, but kind of where I'd be looking for it. I mean, that Q 30-minute could come down. To be fair, it's ramping up. Calls are coming in. Yeah, that'll probably come to fruition. Not bad, not bad. I'll be back tomorrow, chat. I'll probably do some trading just off stream. Is your brain not braining? It happens sometimes. Especially me. I don't know if it happens to anyone else, but my brain gets overloaded. And the only way to fix that is just resetting. Doing something else for a while. Just decompressing. And it has a lot in it right now. It's not very beneficial to say, but it's true. It's what's happening. Cheers, mate. See you tomorrow. Appreciate it, go. See you, see you, see you. Boom. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST, trading the market. Persevere through resistance. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear missing out. And there are no missed opportunities. Only the next one. Be on the lookout for Jerome Powell at 12:20 p.m. if you are still going to be trading. See you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.